Welcome to your new all-in-one Viking Longhouse, a huge Viking base that will see you through your entire adventure on Ragnarok Ascended, whether you're building solo or with a tribe. This mighty hall has everything you need under one roof, all wrapped up in a rugged Nordic style perfect for the wilds of Ragnarok. Inside this base you'll find a grand tall dino pen and livestock pen, perfect for keeping your large and small tame safe and sound. A large feasting hall, ideal for gathering your tribe and enjoying the bounty of Ragnarok. An upstairs aviary for all your flyers, from RGs to Quetzals. And at the very top, your personal living quarters, the perfect place to rest after a long day of raiding or taming. If you enjoyed today's video guys, don't forget to smash that like button, comment down below what you want to see me build next, and why not subscribe. It's completely free and helps me out a ton. Now without further ado, let's dive into this Viking Longhouse build tutorial. Hello ladies and jelly spoons, and welcome back to another building video with me, Lols at Lance. Today we're diving into this giant Viking Longhouse build, and while it might look huge, it's actually surprisingly easy to put together. Best of all, it's a completely vanilla build, but we're using the awesome new MSVV Viking Builders cosmetic skin, which officially drops tomorrow on July 10th. As soon as it goes live, simply search MSVV and it will appear. Since the build templates released, I know a lot of you have been asking me for templates. Well, good news. I release new templates weekly for tier 3 channel members. If you become a tier 3 YouTube member, all you need to do is join my Discord, tag me, let me know you're a member, and I'll get you access. I've also added a small collection of freebies for everyone in the community as a thank you for all your amazing support. And don't worry, I'll always keep doing full tutorials here on the channel for everyone. Templates are just there for those who want that bit of extra convenience. So let's get into it. Today's build is located on the gorgeous Ragnarok map at latitude 17.3, longitude 87.7. Right in the open grassy fields at the top of the map. Wood is a bit sparse in this area, but in return you get loads of flat terrain, a large river nearby, and a beautiful foggy atmosphere to set the scene. Okay, ladies and jelly spoons, well, to start off today's tutorial, we're going to be using stone foundation, and we're going to be going across by 33 in total. So I'm just going to get started now. I've already placed down 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, so that is 33 going across. Do make sure you get this number right. It's very important to get that number right. And then we're going to go 13 this way in total. So that was the length. Now we're going to go this way. So we've already placed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then all you need to do after that is simply going to go back along here, 33 in total, and then connect it up and then fill in the middle. So that's what we're going to do now. And once you've added in all those foundations, it should look something like this. Okay guys, for the next part we're going to be using quarter foundations. Now, where can you find quarter foundations? It's actually hidden in your triangle. So you got your stone triangle foundations, and you scroll across and you got your stone quarter foundations. So that's where you can find them. We're going to go ahead and place in 1, 2, 3, 4, just as if it was a full foundation like that. That's what we want to do. We're going to do that all the way along here to the end. And then we're going to go over here and do the same thing. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and do this going all the way to the end. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And once you've done that on both sides, it should look something like this. Now for the next part, we're going to be using the triangle. And what we're going to be doing is going out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then coming all the way along until we get to this side. And then on this side again, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can just join these up. If I can get that right, there we go. You just want to join these up all the way to the middle. And then in the in-between bit here, you just want to fill this all up with triangles as well. And then once you've done that, you've filled all of that in, you're going to go over to this side and do the exact same thing. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this will come along here. This on this side will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then come along here. And once you've added in the triangles, it should look something like this. And this is the full foundation, ladies and jelly spoons. This is the full foundation of the Viking Longhouse Base. Now, let's start adding in the walls. So for the walls, we're going to be using stone walls to start with. And we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go across by 13. We're going to go across by 13 and then a quarter wall. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we're going to add in a quarter wall. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And then you simply just want to fill in the rest with walls. So all of this here should be walls. 1, 2, 3, going up all the way down. There you go. So it should look something like this once you're finished. And what you've just done here, you're going to repeat on the opposite side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'll see you in a second. And once that side is added in as well, it should look something like this. Now we're simply going to grab our walls again. And this pteranodon's just going to walk in casually, okay? Well, we're going to add in walls going around the triangle bits now. So we're just going to follow this around like this. And then come round here. And go all the way across. And then meet back right here. And you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side as well. So you want to do this on both sides, everyone. And once all the stone walls are in, it should look something like this. Now it's time for my favourite thing, which is pillar work. But we're not going to be using the standard pillars, oh no. We're actually going to be making our own custom pillars. How are we going to do that, I hear you ask? Well, we're going to be using the quarter wooden walls. We're going to come to the edge of the build. So where the triangle starts, that's where we're going to start. So we're going to place our quarter wall on this section here. And we're going to go around this. Now this is why I wanted to use the quarter foundations, so we had a snap point. So we could do this really nice and easily. So what we're going to do, we placed one in there. And that's going to go all the way to the top, by the way. It's going to go all the way up to the top like that. Then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the fifth one, we place a wall. So like this. So there should be a gap in between this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're simply going to go across. This should go all the way to the top as well and also be filled in. So that will all be filled in all the way up. I just want to show you this quickly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Place one in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place one in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place one in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place one in on the fifth. There we go. So the gap should always be 4. This is quite important, so make sure you get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're simply going to make our pillars look like this. I'll just show you one. and then I'll do them all. So they all need to look like this. They all need to look like that. So I'm going to go ahead and add these in now. Okay, so for the next part of these pillars, what we're going to do is grab our quarter wooden ceiling, and we're going to go one down from the top, and we're going to go all the way along until we get to the last pillar. So that's all the quarter ceilings added in, going across, and now we're going to use our wooden quarter stairs, is what we want. So I'm going to place one underneath like that, one underneath like that. Then I'm going to go to the middle, and I'm going to add 1, 2 going up, 1, 2 going up, and the same on each of the pillars. We're just going to do 2 in the middle, and then 1 coming up from the pillar itself. And we're going to rinse and repeat that going across. There we go. So I might just quickly add in as well a little bit of additional detail up here, just ready for later, rather than having to do all the details later. Get some done now. So we're going to put some wooden railings in between these spots as well. Okay, there we go. That is the complete look for the wooden pillar system. Now, what we've just done here, guys, I want you to repeat this on the opposite side. And when I say the opposite side, I mean the same side, but over this side. We're going to start from the side again, which doing this in reverse. So you start from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, place one in. 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 So it's going to be like that going all the way across. You're going to do the exact same thing you've just done here with all of the details going across. And then once you've done that, guys, you're also going to repeat on this side. So again, you'll start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, place one in. And you'll do one on this side as well. You're going to do them on this side going across. 1, 2, 3, 4, place. 1, 2, 3, 4, place. Just like that. You're going to do that on this side and on this side. So I'm going to go away and do all of that now. And I'll see you in a second. For the next part, guys, we're going to be adding in a ceiling going around the entire rim of this stone wall. So what we're going to do is grab our full ceiling. And that's going to go all the way across. And then for this section here, we're just simply going to follow what we've done down there. And use some triangles to come along like this and around. So you're going to do that going all the way around the entire rim, as well as doing quarter ceilings past this. So quarter ceilings will be going this way, and it will be going this way, and also this way. So we're going to do that going all the way around the rim now. And that's how it should look, guys. You've got your ceilings going around the entire thing, and then your quarter ceilings going around the entire thing again after that. Okay, so for the next section, guys, we're going to simply be placing in quarter walls going around the entire rim. So all the way around here, all the way around here, all the way around until you reach back to the beginning. And then once you've done that, you need to add in your full walls going around. Now, for the full walls, we're going to be doing a full wall starting from the edge, not the triangle section, but the edge here. We're going to do a full wall, then a doorway, then a full wall, then a doorway, then a full wall, then a doorway. You get the idea. That's the pattern. Wall, doorway, wall, going all the way along this way. And then once you've done this side, you're going to go along this side as well. So let's go ahead and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. There we go. So we got our walls on this side and on that side. Now, for these two end pieces, let's think about what we're going to do here. I think to do the end piece here, let's add in quarter walls on these two bits. Then a full doorway, just like that. And then on this section, I think we can do the same pattern again. Let's see, we'll do a wall, then a doorway, then a wall. In fact, let's just do one. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, that works. That's perfect, in fact. So we'll put that across there. And then again, on this section, it's just a case of doing quarter walls. Now, you do want to get this perfectly, which I didn't do before. So quarter wall. Switch it for the other quarter wall. Switch it for the other quarter wall. There we go. And now this wall in the middle. There we go. Okay, so what you've just done on this section here, you're just going to run a repeat on this side. So I'm going to go away and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. And there you go, guys. The wall's going all the way around now. And it's time for the next layer. Now, this base is basically like a cake because we're doing it in layers. We've done the first layer, which was the stone. Then we've done the walls. Now, we're just going to keep doing our layers going all the way up until we get to the top, basically. Because this base is completely symmetrical as well. So, whatever we're doing on this side, we're going to be doing on the other side as well. So, it's quite a simple base, actually. It's just very, very big in scale. So above the wall, let's go ahead and add in some thatch ceilings going all the way along. And as before, we're going to do triangles on the triangle sections here. And that will go all the way around. And literally, guys, you just want to go around the entire thing until you reach back to where you started. So let's go ahead and add this in now. Okay, that's gone around the entire thing, and now we're going to be using our thatch ramps. Now, these thatch ramps, if you're on official, I recommend rather than doing ramps here, you change and do normal roofs. You do a normal roof here, going up by 2, and then you do your triangles going all the way around. But because we're not on official, and we don't have to worry too much about the structure collision, we're going to be using ramps instead. So the reason I say on official, use the other one is because, look, when we come to the triangle sections, we're not going to be able to put any triangle pieces down. We're going to have to collide into each other. They're going to have to collide into each other like this. Just like this, sadly. So, yeah. A little bit annoying, but that's what we've got to do. So what we're going to do, first of all, guys, let's do each of the sides. So we want to do this side and on that side as well and go all the way down. In fact, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll just do this side because that side's just the same, isn't it? Now let's work out this section here. So I think what you do is you do 2 in the middle, then 1 either side, and then in this section, this little gap here, we're going to grab our quarter ramp and place 1 there, 1 there, and then basically the only place that you're not placing a ramp now is this section here above this. You just leave that blank. That should be fine, and then you go around here and do 2 again all the way to the end. So that's how you do this section here, guys. Just keep that in mind when you come around. Let me just double check something, actually. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. We're just going to go with that, and if we have to change it for whatever reason later, then we will. But I think that should be fine. So I want you guys to repeat what we've just done here, going all the way around on this side and all the way around on this side. So I'm going to go away and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so once you've got that roof going around the entire thing, it should look something like this. Now, it's time to do the next layer of the cake, guys. We're going up our cake layers slowly. Now, this next layer is just going to be quarter walls. We're going to do 1, 2, then we're going to miss 1, and do 1, 2, miss 1, 1, 2, miss 1, 1, 2. And we're going to do that all the way down this side, and then all the way down that side. So let's do this side first. Perfect. And then in the gaps that we've left, what we're going to do is grab our quarter thatch, switch over to the quarter, well, not the quarter, just the thatch railing. And we're going to place a railing in every single one. There we go. So all you're going to do, guys, is simply do the exact same thing we've just done here on the opposite side. So I'm going to go away and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. There we go. That's all added in over there. Now for these sides, they're a little bit awkward. I can't actually recall what I need to do here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the roof instead. So if we go ahead and place in a normal thatch roof here, going up, and then when we come around to this section, you'll see where it gets a bit janky. We're going to place in a triangle, then another triangle, and these just all be triangles coming down here. Now you'll notice that this doesn't align up properly, right? It doesn't align up. There's a bit of an overhang, which is fine. We're just going to have to work with that overhang. So it will be like that on the sides, and then down the line, we're just simply going to do thatch roof going all the way along. And there we go, the thatch is all added in. Now we just need to work out what we're doing here. So I think what I'm going to do is probably add in... See, we can either go there, or we can try and make it go from there, if that makes sense. So you got 2 snap points you've got to decide between. I think I'm going to decide to go on the ramp. Maybe here I don't go on the ramp. It's a hard decision. It's a very hard decision. Okay, we'll go with this, and we can always change our minds later. So we're going to go on the ramps, and we're going to do 1, 2, miss 1, 1, 2, miss 1, all the way along. And then here, I'm going to go from the roof. It's not quite symmetrical. Okay, so we'll do 4, 2. Okay, this is my bad. Hang on, let me work this out. 4, 2. In fact, let's just do that. So you got 4, then 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry about that. I kind of winged that. You might have noticed I kind of winged that, and a few of you might be annoyed because you placed them down and then had to redo them. That's fine. I like to annoy you occasionally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. That's how you do it. So you want to repeat that on the opposite side. Okay, so we're on to the next layer of this giant cake. So we're going to be adding in quarter walls again, similar to what we've done down here. Now, this is going to be a slightly different pattern now, because what we're going to do is add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to miss 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to simply do a pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we miss 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And we're going to do this until we get to the middle, which is here. So let me just show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think this is the middle here. So we're gonna leave that and go to the other end now and start again. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is what I mean. So because it's an uneven side, we're going to have a large window right in the middle, right here. So that's how that's going to look. So we want to go ahead and add in the railings now. Fantastic. Now let's just do one of these sides and work out what we're going to do here. So I think I'm just going to do one window in the middle. So let's go ahead and place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1. If it will let me place it. If it will let me place it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 8. No, let's do 6. Let's do 6. And then we're going to add in the railing. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do this and this on the opposite side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, with that, we're officially on to our next layer of cake, and you think it couldn't go any higher? Well, we are going higher indeed. So we're going to be using thatch roofing again, and this time we're not going to use the roof triangle, we're going to use the roof corner. So we need to place in the roof corner, of course. So we're going to place it in, if it will let me. Come on. Work with me, corner, don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me on camera whilst I'm trying to... Oh, I had it. Hang on a minute. Nearly. Come on, give me that snap point. Where is it? There it is. I got it. Okay, just cycle through the snaps until you get the right one. So you want to put a corner there, a corner here. And then you want to use your normal thatch roof. What am I saying? Just a normal thatch roof going along here and here. And we're just going to go along the entire section. Okay, so that roof has gone all the way around, and now it's time for the top section. But this isn't the very tippity top. This is just, well, it's near enough to the top. So we're going to be adding in thatch ceiling. 1, 2 on this side. So 2 from the side here, going out. Then we're going to go around the rim, just with 1. And then again on this side, we're going to do 1, 2. And simply come back around here and go along this side as well. Now, do I want 2 there? I think I might bring that in slightly. Okay, let's bring this in slightly. We'll do 3 on this side coming out. And we'll do 3 on this side as well. Now, for this section here, this line, we're going to go along it again, but now with quarter ceilings. And once you've done that side, you're going to do the opposite side as well. We're now going to place in quarter walls, and we're going to go across by 14 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. which should be 7 walls. This is how we know we've counted correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So we're going to do the same thing on this side, on this side, and on this side as well. Okay, guys, so now in between these are going to be giant windows, basically, but I don't want to make them too giant. So what I'm thinking is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's 11. So does that mean we can place in on number 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A wall here. Does this work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see if this is in the middle. I don't think it is it? I'll have to place in another one, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, so we're adding another one next to this. Let's see if that's in the middle now. I believe it is, right? Or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need to do another one here and then we're done. Perfect. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So 3 in the middle, just like that, and there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 ceilings on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 full ceilings on this side. So let's do it on this side. And there we go. That is all complete. Oh my god, you're so loud. I can't hear myself think. Jesus Christ. You didn't see nothing. Alright? You didn't see nothing. It's now a crime scene up in here. Okay, so we're going to be doing on these 2 sections, similar to what we've just done. But we're going to do 1... Oopsie daisy. Needs to be... No, that's the right way around. 1, 2... On this side, 1, 2 on this side. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, and then this will go up. This will go up. And then a full wall here and on this section here as well. And then simply we're just going to go up with the railings. So I'm going to repeat that on the opposite side. Okay, we're getting to the top of this cake very slowly. We're getting there. It's been a while, hasn't it? We've done a lot of layers to this cake. I'll keep calling it a cake. It's obviously a Viking house. But, you know, it feels like a cake as we start to get higher and higher. So we're going to do a roof now. So it's going to be a very simple roof. We're just going to go up with 2 thatch on one side and then come down on the other side. That's simple. But the kicker is we're not going to go all the way across. We're going to go 1, 2... I don't know how far we're going to go. In fact, can we... Let's just do the entire thing and I'll work out how we're going to do this. In fact, okay, here's what we're going to do, guys. I've got... Listen, tutorial... I'm the tutorial master. This is a perfect tutorial. No flaws whatsoever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go all the way along here. Just the bottom layer. Go all the way along with the bottom layer. And on the opposite sides. Okay, now I just need to work out. I'm going to pull a number from my head. And that number is 8. We're going to go across by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how far we're going to go across on each of the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. That is exactly what I want. Beautiful. Okay, that's absolutely perfect, that is. So what are we going to do in that little gut hole, you're wondering? Well, I'm going to tell you. We're going to place in a pillar coming up from this section here. So on each of the corners, then we're going to put a half pillar on each of these as well. Then we're going to go along by 1, 2, 3 on each of the sides. And on top of that, we're going to do a line of quarter walls. But this time we're going to go all the way along. And then in the middle, we're simply going to be placing in our railing, of course, because this is a window/vent up here. Okay, that's looking absolutely perfect. And then we simply want to do the very tippity top. Now, this is the very top, I promise you. This is the top of the cake / the Viking Longhouse. So we're going to place in a roof at the top, coming out and then in. That's simple. And that, guys, is the basic shape of the entire building. Ignore the dead pteranodon. Ignore that. That's fine. So we need to fill in these sections as well. Now, for these sections, it's very simple. We're just going to place in the sloped thatch walls, followed by 2 walls, and then 2 thatch walls. The same up here, but a little bit different. Do 2 slope walls, and then we're going to do quarter walls underneath this. And then in here, you want to get your sloped wall again, and just make sure it's flipped around the right way, like so, and there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite sides now. Okay, guys. Now, this section might not be as official friendly now. I've just noticed as well, there's a pteranodon inside the base. No. Okay, there's a guy. He's on the other side. He's staring me out because I killed his friend. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, so this section here, it is going to involve some clipping. Now, if you're unofficial, because of the way you did the roof with a full roof here rather than a ramp, this still might be possible. I just need you guys to test this out and let me know in the comments if it works or doesn't. If it doesn't work, then you'll have to do your own entrance design here, or just leave this like it is and place in a gate, quite simply. But I'll show you our fancy design we're going to do here. So we're going to go out with 1 quarter wall, going out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to go up even further. Okay, we'll do 6 like that for now. And then we're going to do a wall from there. 1, 2, 3. And will let me do the 4th? Will you let me do the 4th? There we go. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to do it again. Coming up. So it's going to look like that. And we're going to do the opposite side as well. Okay, that's looking pretty good to me. Obviously, we don't have any foundation down here, so let's just quickly add some foundation coming around. Now, what could we do here? You know what? I might just use the quarter stones here. Nice. Okay, that's added in. Now, for the front section, we're going to do quarter walls coming up to the top. Then we're going to come back around this way, all the way along. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. Now, what we're going to do is find the middle and come down the middle just like this. Look at this, all the way down. And we're also going to do another layer of quarter walls coming across here and here. And then we're going to grab our sloped wall And hopefully, if I do this right, we're going to place it in so it clips into those walls above it. Amazing. And then we're simply going to... Now, I should have used this... Hey, this is why I should have used quarter foundations here. This would have been a lot easier if I'd used them. So let's just quickly replace this one and this one, because then it gives us a stat point for our quarter walls here and here. So what we're trying to achieve here, guys, is just make this slightly more thicker. We want that to be thick. It's like basically like a giant pillar. And we're going to do the same here. Now, if you can't be bothered to break this and put a foundation in, another way to get a stat point is simply getting a quarter ceiling like this, placing that down, and then you'll have the stat point. Look at that. And if we're feeling really crazy, inside here we could use the brand new quarter ceilings to place in, going up one there, up in there as well, and on this section as well. I'm not sure if I like this or not, but it's an option. But that it is an option, so I'm going to do it for now. I might change my mind later on that though. Okay, now above this we're simply going to make the roof a pointy roof. So we need to grab our sloped wall, but I'm going to make sure it's flipped the other way round. And we're going to do this going all the way along. And we're simply just going to make this a pointy roof, guys. Very simple. Like so. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Now we just need to add in the roof. Now, for you official players, this is where you can probably, if you haven't, I mean, we haven't clicked into anything yet, technically. But for you official players, because you've got your roof here rather than a ramp, you should be able to use your triangle pieces, these ones, as the corners, so that when you go up to them, let me just show you. So if we're going to do ceiling here, oh no, actually. Okay, so for official players, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go up an extra quarter ceiling first, all the way around, right? All the way around here. And then you'll have to place in your roof like this. Ignore my cat. Ignore my cat. He's meowing like crazy. Milo, I love you. But you're going to have to then place in your thatch roof corner. That will then go perfectly into the roof, right? That's what you do if you're unofficial. We're not unofficial, so we're going to clip in. We're just going to clip. So let's go ahead and clip inside these. There we go. So I have added a ramp on the end as well, as you might have noticed, just for a little bit of a flick. And we are going to do an overhang here as well. So we're going to come out a little bit further on each of the sides, like so. There we go. Now, I will add in the detail. I know I haven't detailed the main building yet, but I am going to detail this because everything we do here, you're basically going to repeat on the opposite side after this. So we better as well do the detail of the gateway as well. So we're going to add in pillars going all the way down each of the corners, plus the middle sections here coming down. We're also going to be adding in railings going up these sections. So we want to grab our railing, and we're going to go up this, and then in the middle as well. We're going to place it, flip it round, just like so. And again here. Absolutely fantastic. Now we need to add in some pillars coming down here. Now, I don't know if I want to go too far with these. I'm thinking something simple, just like this. And the reason I'm not going further with these is because later on I want to add a shield here with a flag. And if I add in any more pillars, they're going to get in the way. So I think for now that's absolutely fine as it is. Okay, so that's the entranceway basically done. We just want to make this safe by adding in an actual gate in here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and add in quarter walls going all the way up to the top. We're then going to add our gate. Now this should snap. It does. Look at that. It should snap there and there. And then in between this, we're just going to add a wall going up, just like so, along with the gates in there as well. Look at that. And that's how you do a entrance. Now guys, everything we've just done here, we're going to repeat on the opposite side over here. So I'm going to go away and do all of that now, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so this is added in as well on this side, and it has got me thinking maybe on the ends we should be adding in a little entranceway here as well, because it's such a big base. You're going to want multiple places to get in and out from, right? So I'm thinking maybe we find the middle and open it up. So that's the dead in the middle. So we'll open up by 3. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so you leave them open like this. So 1, 2, 3. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and add in pillars going up each of the walls. And then we're going to come out. I have no idea how this is going to look. I hope this looks good. But I think we're going to come out by maybe 2. Maybe by 2 either side. And then, what kind of roof will I be able to do here if we do a design like this? I think we'll be able to do 2 thatch. And then above this, we could try and do 2 quarter ramps, potentially. Something like that. And then we can probably go out by another quarter as an overhang, right? And then quarter roof. Lovely. And then we'll just get our pillars going down. Obviously, we're going to need to put in some foundation here. So let me just grab the triangle foundation. And we'll place that in coming out like this. There we go. So now we just need to add in some quarter walls coming up. So I'm going to use the other side like this, going all the way up to the top and on this side as well. Now we can probably fill this in if we try. So we want to do a slope wall there, a slope wall here, and then a wall in the middle. And we definitely can't fill this bit up here, sadly, but we'll just leave that open. That's fine. And then we just grab our gate. Now, we won't be able to snap this gate in. So what we're going to have to do is hold down Q to disable snapping. And then just place it in manually. And there you have it. There is an entrance on this side as well. And I think I might go a little bit fancy with this and add a little flick to the end like I did the other roof. So let's get our ramp and flick it out a little bit like this on the ends. Very nice. Okay, so I'd say, guys, you can go ahead and do that exact same design on the opposite side if you would like to. If you want to leave it blank, that's up to you as well. Now, the other thing that we do need to do on these sides is add in our little beams like we did down here. We need to do here. So how are we going to do that? Because we don't have the snap points for it. So the way we're going to do it is by simply adding in a quarter ceiling, and that will give us the snap point. Now, we are going to need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. And that's where the other one will go. So let's go ahead and add these in now. There we go. So guys, what you're going to want to do is do this exact same pillar job on the opposite side, and then all of that together, you just want to repeat on this side as well. So I'm going to go away and do all of that now, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, that side has been added in successfully. And this build is completely symmetrical, which makes it actually fairly easy. Even though it's so big, it's fairly easy because it's so symmetrical. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to start to add in all the details. That includes pillar work and railings, basically across the roofing and across the building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of this side, guys, and then you can just repeat it on the opposite side. I think that's the best way to do it, as we've been doing, because it is all just symmetrical. So what we're going to start with is the pillars. So for the pillars, let's start off with the main build itself. Let's go ahead and add in a pillar coming down from the ceiling here. So we do a pillar and a half pillar. And we're going to do that on every single one that's not the window. There we go. The next thing we're going to do is add in a railing that's going to go along the lining of this balcony. Now this one's a bit of a weird one, but I want to do this for later on when I add in some decorations. So I want to add in a pillar that's going to go across this entire section. So the way I'm going to do that, because if I try and do a full pillar now, it only goes down here all the way up there. I want it in the middle. So the way I'm going to achieve this is by putting a quarter pillar or half pillar in here. And then I should be able to connect to that pillar with a sideways beam and then go all the way across this wall. Beautiful. Okay, that's all done. Now we're going to move on to our railings going across the roof lining. So the way we're going to do the railings, we're going to use our wooden railings. And what we're going to do, I hope I get this right, is, well, let's first of all start off with the roof above. So this roof up here, because we want to get the railing on that corner section there. And then we're going to follow it down, all the way down here. So it follows all the way down, just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, place in, go down. And then again, 1, 2, place in, go down. So we're going to do that going across the entire thing. Well, actually, not across the entire thing. I don't know if this is a little bit uneven. It is uneven. So don't do that. What we're going to do is we're going to go across to close to the middle, round about there. And then we're going to do it on the other side. 1, 2, miss. 1, 2, miss. 1, 2, miss. So all the way along until we get close to the middle. And then we'll do 1, 1. And as you can see, yeah, it's not quite perfect because this middle section has 3. But as long as it's in the middle, it looks good. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow this going down now, all the way down to the ramp. There we go. Those railings are all added in, looking fabulous. So the next stage is more pillars. We're going to add a lot more pillars going across the entire rim of the roof lining. So like this, we're going to go all the way along here. I think we're going to miss the ramps. The ramps are fine. We're leaving the ramps as they are. We're just going to go all the way along here and all the way along here as well. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. Now let's work on the entranceway here, because we are going to want some pillars coming across this as well. So we're going to do pillars, I'm going to say down here. And pillars up here. Now, even though I have collision off, it won't let me place this, so we can just use a half pillar instead. There we go. Half pillars for the win. And then at the very top, we're going to do this as well, going all the way in. And repeat on this side as well. BEA Uniform. Okay, so we're not done here because we're going to get our railings out now. And we're going to do a fun roof. Roof section. Roof decoration. We're going to go all the way up here. And then we're simply going to go up. Keep going up. Like that. And on this bit as well. We go all the way up. And up like that. There we go. Look at that. That is absolutely fabulous, isn't it? Is that not fabulous? So we've done our job. We've done that section as well. Now let me just show you the upstairs section, the top of the roof section. So what we're going to do is these railings will keep on going all the way across to the other side where you'll do the join up later when you do that side as well. These will go all the way in as well. I think they'll go all the way up here. And then for the half section here, you just use a half railing, just like this as well. Fantastic. Now for the very, very top part here, we're going to use our pillars again, and we're going to come down each of the sides like this. And then across the roof lining, I think we're going to do the same thing we did down there. So we're going to go all the way along like this as well. And then similar to what we did at the front there, we're also going to do a piece in the middle and a piece at the top. And then lastly, we're going to grab our trusty railing. And our trusty railing is going to go across. What are we going to do here? I was considering doing this every single one going along. That might be a bit too much though. That might be a bit too much. Let's see. Let's see. I think that should be okay on hindsight. I think that's okay. We're going to go across each of the roof pieces. Okay, and then on the very end, we're going to flip it around and go all the way up like this. Perfect. And then lastly, you just want to do the same thing, but on the middle section as well. The very tippy top. And that is your Viking Longhouse, guys. With no decorations added, because I will be decorating as well. This is what it looks like, the bare bones of the build. It's still fantastic. I love it. So what you want to do now is everything we've just done here in terms of all the details, you want to repeat on the opposite side over here. Okay, the details have been added on this side as well, everyone. And as you can see, I did things slightly differently on this side. I got a bit carried away. So I did 2 layers of railings going up this section of the roof. And I think it actually looks a lot better. I think it looks a lot better like that. And I also did railings coming up this section as well. As you can see, I've got railings coming up here. I think that looks a lot better. So I ended up doing that on the other side as well. I was like, I like that so much, I'm going to do that on the other side. So I did. I also got even more carried away and did the sides without filming it because I'm an idiot. So this is what we're doing with the sides, just so you know. I don't think I need to refilm this. I think it's actually pretty simple. All I did at the very top, the top section of the roof, you do it on every single one, going along with your railing. And then below this, you just do a V into a line. A V into a line, a V into the line, a V into the line, etc, etc. Now, the only thing that I struggled to figure out is the pillars underneath, because there is no stat point for these pillars to go straight in the middle. Oh, actually, is there? Is this a stat point here? No, that's the edge. No, ignore me. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to get our half pillar, And then we're going to go out like that. And then bring it in. And then from there, we can go down. Ta-da! So that's how you do the pillars on this section. So let's quickly go ahead and do this now. Okay, there we go. Those pillars are all added in, and you might have noticed I did these sections as well on the corners. I was just like, you know what, it needs something, doesn't it? It felt a bit bare, so I just did a pillar going down each of the section of quarter walls, and that kind of makes it look a bit better. Okay guys, well that is the base basically all complete. Look at it. Isn't it fantastic? Now, even without the skins added, I'd say it's a pretty decent looking base. But we're going to make this look even better by using the MSVV Premium Viking Builders Custom Cosmetic. Now this custom cosmetic will be out tomorrow, so all of you will be able to download it from your mod pages. And I have to say, I really do like this mod. And I'll show you why. Because there's so many different options for decorations. Let me just show you a couple here. So I'm going to get a medium decor box. I'm going to get a large decor box here as well. And we're going to place in the statue skin. Look at that beautiful. Look at the statue. Isn't that perfect for this map? It's literally, look at it. Look at it. And you can change it to these different variants. So we've got this other Viking statue here, as well as the dragon totem, which will be perfect for up on our roof in a bit. And finally, we've got these bones. Now, I really do like the bones. I'm thinking I might try and use that for the entranceway somewhere. Maybe on the side here, maybe not. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. Now, let me show you what the actual skin itself looks like. So this is the structure skin we're going to use now. So we've got the wood. This is the wooden part of the structure skin. So as you can see, this is what the wood looks like, and I love it. I do like this. This is what it looks like with the railings as well, and the roof. Will it not? Oh, I need a different piece for the roof. So for the roof, it's got its own section. Here we go, wood roof skin. Let's add this in now. Because I'm on single player, guys, I'm able to put a lot of different custom cosmetics in my hotbar down there. But if you're playing on a server, you'll only be able to do one at a time, I believe. There we go. Now we can add it in. Look at that. So that's what the wood looks like, guys. I love the look of the wood. But what I like even more than the wood is the thatch. And I'll show you why. If we add in the thatch. Okay, well now that we've done the wood, let's move on to the thatch. Now, the thatch is an interesting one because you're able to match the way the thatch looks. Let me show you. So this is the thatch roof. And then this is the thatch ramp. Now, if you go into the menu of the thatch ramp and change the variant to primitive ramp roof, then you're able to match the roof look. Look at that. So that's what I want to do across the entire thatch section. And then for the railings, we'll just change them over to the wooden ones, going all the way up. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, so just to recap, we're going to do the wood in wood. We're going to do the thatch in the thatch. We're going to do, let's have a look at this stone railing. I haven't seen this yet. Ooh, that is nice. You know what, guys? Let's go into super fast build mode because I need to work out what is getting skinned into what. So if I do like the bottom layer quickly, all in the skin, and we'll see what I end up doing and how it works. And then I can discuss it afterwards and just explain what I've done. I think that's the best way to do this. Hello everyone, welcome back. It's 1:30 AM in the morning for me, and I honestly don't know how long it's been since I last spoke to you, because I just started going crazy. I started adding things and adding things and adding things, and then I was like, damn, I've kind of cooked here. I started to cook, and then I was like, damn, I should probably record and tell everyone what I've done. So don't worry, I've only done one side. I'm going to kind of show you what I'm going to do on this side now. And it's really easy. Like, these skins are amazing, guys. I feel like there's so much more I'm missing as well. And is it raining? No, it's not raining. There's so much more I'm probably missing here. There's, like, so many cool things to this skin pack. Because it only looks like a few. But then there's so many variants that you can add on top of each other. So let's talk about some of the stuff that I've done. So it's all, you know, the structure skins that I added earlier. And then I added in decorations. Now, for the decorations, we did the trophy mount, which then we can change into shields and flags, which have come down here. You can also change the size of the shields and the flags, which is really cool. Another thing that I didn't realise when I was changing the variants to the flags and the shields, right? Because these are all part of the same thing. You can also change the variants of the pillars, and I accidentally did this, and it turned into a barrel. Look at this. It turned into like this awesome like little crane with the barrels, which I love. And yeah, look, there's variants to this. You've got loads of different variants to that, which is awesome. Now, this is my absolute favourite thing right here. This is the best part of the mod. This one flag. All this is a medium decor box, right? Let's place down a medium decor box. In fact, let me do it over here, because I've got to do it on this side anyway. Let me place down a medium decor box right here. So we placed it down, and now this one right here, Village Viking Structures. We place that in, and it's currently a boat. But if we change the variant, so you've got a cart, you've got, what's this? Little utensils. You've got little utensils there. And you have the beautiful flag, which I love. You've also got another flag here. And then you've got some logs. You've got a log pile. More logs, and then hay. Lots and lots of hay. And then a cart barrel, hay barrel, and a pot barrel. So that's what I did. I used that as my lighting for the whole build. Look, I used it as lighting for the whole build, and it looks like I've done a lot. I actually haven't done that much, have I? I was playing around with it so much. I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff here. And then these. Now this is what it is. Something's happening. What is happening? I think the volcano's erupting. That's fine. So as you can see, if you place a large decor box in, and you can change it to these three things. I think I talked about this earlier, and I'm probably repeating myself, but that's fine. So you got all these things. Now, I use that as the roof decor here, and then just added in a sloped roof into it. But as you can see, that's a nice little decoration you can have, rather than doing the crisscross, which is what I did here, the crisscross. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the exterior decorations. So I'll probably go ahead and do this side a bit later. I'm not going to do it right now, because I think next, what we need to do is go on inside. Let me show you the inside, because it's kind of wild in here. It is massive in here. Absolutely massive. And guys, we have the horrible task now of trying to work out a layout for the whole interior. I'm probably going to go away for a second and just work it out. And yeah, I might not be... Listen, I might not be doing... I've got a gun in your face. This is threatening. I might not be doing a full tutorial of the interior. Look how big it is. Do you expect me to do a full interior tutorial? Because look, it's not happening. I've got a weekend to do this in. No. And no one's going to complain, you hear me? Look at my gun. No one's going to complain. No, that's fine. I'm not going to threaten you. It's fine. I will be doing the layout, however. I'll be doing the whole layout and a little... Well, I'll just be doing the layout. I'll be doing the layout, and then I'm going to try and cook with some of the skin structures. But don't worry, because I'll show you everything during the base tour, as always. It's what I usually do, and everyone seems to like it, so it works, Okay, right, I'm going to go away and try and figure out this interior. And, yeah, I'll be back, and we'll do the tutorial together. Okay, guys, well, I have been thinking long, and I've been thinking hard. And this is what I've come up with. I've come up with kind of a layout. It's not the most exciting layout in the world. Now, I think you guys can probably do a much better layout than me. And I also decided that I'd put some sort of this in the middle. And all I did to do this was find the middle of the build, put in a pillar, a half pillar, and then I just did some triangles around that, and then some quarter walls, and then placed a statue on top. And it just gives a nice statue as you walk in. So that's nothing too crazy. But what I am going to do here is work out where I want my second floor. Now, most of this is going to be open because we want all our dinos in here. We want all the dinos inside here. So we're going to have big dinos. We're going to have small dinos. We're going to have medium-sized dinos. I also think I might close off this section here so it's more like a bison pen and make this all thatch. So that might happen. For instance, I'll probably just block off that area and that will become thatch. And you'll just have a full pen full of bisons there. I think that could be fun. I'll either do it on that side or on this side. It could work on either side. But on this side, I think this is where I want my mead hall. Now, what I'm going to do is go from this section here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe around there. Because when I go to place my stairs, where does this come down? 1, 2, 3. Oopsie daisy. 3. Is that down on the floor? That is. That's kind of a nice place to put it, I think. We can always go one further out if you want to later. But what I was thinking is basically you have your second floor here because this is where you go out to the balcony. We'll need to put a door in. Okay, so I was thinking something like this. So you can still have dinosaurs or whatever you want down here. Maybe a huge crafting section down here. And then up here you can have your fun little mead hall with a big grand table with maybe a whole bar and like beer barrels, etc. up here. I think that's a nice idea. And then I was thinking we put in some stairs that goes up from this mead section up a little bit higher, and I was thinking going up by 3 because then we reach, let me just show you this, 1, 2, 3, go in, please go in, there we go, because then we go in up to this section here, so we get to keep these windows. These windows will still let in light because you notice this area's got really dark now. In fact, there's no windows here, so it's going to be dark. I just want to make sure there's loads of natural light like pouring in. That makes me happy. So this section, I'm imagining, this will be an aviary. And this section is going to go around more or less the entire thing, but leave a giant hole in the middle, right? Okay, there we go. That's all placed in. So it's basically just 3 ceilings wide on each of the sides. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then over this side, I went a bit further because I thought maybe we can fit a Quetzal in over here. So maybe make it a bit bigger. I think that's fine. And then we'll just have some bigger birds over here. Well, just the Quetzals. I think they'll fit in there. I hope they do. Now, above this, I'm going to keep this section here open because I want the light to pour in down to the middle section down there. But then over here, so these sections either side, I think these will be our bedrooms. So this is where we'll just cover these up. There we go. So we got one layer of floor there and the other layer of floor over here. That's pretty nice. Now, the only question is, how the hell are we getting up here, huh? How the hell are we getting up there? So we need to work this out. And the answer is, I don't really know. I think the answer probably is, with quarter stairs, anything is possible. So let's go ahead and place in a stairway coming down here. Oh, actually, maybe this way round will be better. Let me just do a full stairs and see if this is going to work. There we go. Okay, so you can get another stairway in there, which is nice. You can get all the way up into the bedroom. Nice. And we're probably on this side, it's going to be a bit different, isn't it? Let's see if a stairway can make it all the way up to one of these places. There we go. So you got a stairway going up to this bedroom as well. Now, obviously the stairs aren't quite symmetrical. You got one going up there. The other one's kind of coming down here. But it works. It does work indeed. I do like that. I don't mind that. I might bring this out even further. So what? This one comes out to around about, well, dead on straight with that. And if we did that here, it would come here, which is something we could do if we wanted to. But I'll leave that for now. So guys, this is a very open plan based design. Obviously, you guys can do a very closed plan if you'd like. You can make sections. You can give like loads of different floors. You can have one floor up there, two floors up there, three, four, five. You can probably put about 5 floors in here and all the different rooms. It can be absolutely humongous, guys. It will be absolutely huge. It's just because of the time constraints I have, I'm going to be doing an open plan design today with all the dinos in here and some fun stuff up top. So, and yeah guys, well, that concludes the main tutorial. I'm going to go away and do all the decoration now. Just absolutely go crazy with the decoration, add in all the dinos, make it fill up. So guys, I'm going to go away and do all of this now, but don't worry, I'm going to show you everything during the base tour. So I'll see you guys after the cinematic shots. Well, the base is all complete and I am ready to give you the grand base tour of this giant longhouse build. Look at the size of this. It is absolutely massive. And I say we start off by showing you the outside of the build. So there's quite a lot to go through here. Now, if you watched the tutorial all the way through, then I'm probably repeating myself with some of this stuff. But if you didn't, then this will be some useful stuff. So as you guys know, the base itself without the skins on is a very, very basic base. It's actually not that complicated at all. It is literally just one giant basic structure with a lot of detail added into it through the use of like some railings, some pillars, and most importantly, the MSVV Viking Builders Custom Cosmetic, which I've added absolutely everywhere across the build. Now, my favorite thing on this mod is, other than, you know, the way the wood and the stone looks, I really like how the wood and the stone looks, and the thatch as well. These are the thatch railings. So the whole build is completely encased in this skin. And then what I did is add in trophy mounts that you can skin into flags and shields as well for decoration. You could also resize them, which is great. You look at this, you can scale them up, you can scale them down, so you can scale them all the way up, which looks like this, and you can scale them all the way down as well, which I absolutely love. It also has loads of different variants for the pillars, for instance. So this is a wood pillar here, and one of the variants for this wood pillar is this barrel. So these are the normal variants, and then you've got the barrel, the crane with the barrels on the end, which I love as well. What a great feature. And I'd probably say my two favorite things from the skins is this statue skin here that you just place over one of these guys, the decor boxes, a large one of those. And if I can, I can then change the skin. So you got variant totem, dragon totem. So this is what I used on the ends of the roofing for a little additional detail. And then lastly, and then the bone one, which I didn't use anywhere. I didn't use this bone one anywhere, which is a shame because that one's a really, I should have used it no, I did use it. I used it inside, which you'll see in a bit. And then the default one, which is this beautiful guy looking absolutely majestic. So let's change him back to the totem. And then my other favorite thing is the medium decor box. We put one of those down, so the medium one. There are even more options available to us for this Viking structures part of the cosmetic. So you've got a big boat here, all covered up. And let's go through these. You've got a car. So you've got the car, you've got these utensils. My favorite one is this flag. Now, you guys might be wondering, why aren't you using that anywhere? Well, I was using it all the way along here. The sad thing is with single player is if you're using any campfires or torches on single player and you try and go into photo mode, then the whole game just tanks if you don't have a superpower PC, which I don't. It's okay if you're just playing, but if you're on photo mode, I don't know what happens. I wasn't going to be able to do all the fancy cinematics you just saw, so I wasn't able to utilize these, sadly. But they're literally my favorite part of the whole skin. And you've got the flag here, you got some timber, more timber, some wood. You get the idea. There's a lot of different options here. You got hay bales. Oh, it goes on forever. It goes on forever. I absolutely adore it. But right, let's take you around the Viking Longhouse here. You can see the scale of it. You know what? I don't know if this will be able to be built in official or not because of the structure count. I really, really hope that it can be. I assume that it probably can. I think you probably can make this unofficial. I don't know. Now, this is a lovely feature right here. My bison pen, which doubles up. So they've got an outside section and they've also got an inside section, which I adore. Look at this. You go in here, they've got this beautiful indoor section. Now, this was actually a thing that Vikings used to do. They used to keep their livestock within the longhouses they had. You would find that they had all their sheep or goats in the longhouses with them, or even their cows, whatever they had. They'd have a section for them in their longhouses. Literally everything and everyone would live inside these longhouses. Obviously, did they ever build longhouses the size of this? Probably not. Probably not, but they weren't built different like me, you know. I'm built different. I'm built different because I can build like a crazy man. But let's go around the other side. Now, the other good thing about this base is even though it looks amazing, you think, oh, wow, this is going to take ages, it's so complicated. It's really not. It's all identical. Each side is the complete same. And I mean, if you watched the tutorial, you would have seen it without the structure skins on, and it still looked amazing. I loved it without the structure skins, and with the structure skins, well, it looks even better. So if you didn't want to skin it, then obviously just keep it all vanilla, which also looks fantastic. But right, let's head on inside, shall we? Let's go on through the doors and see what we're working with in here. Okay, there we go. The rhino's all put away. So we come through the main entrance and we're greeted by this majestic statue in the middle. Now, this is where I used the bone statues either side just to frame this section. And then I put the main guy in the middle on the decor box, and then around it, I used a mod called JVH Landscaping to fill in this entire area. Now, if you don't have JVH and you don't have access to any of the mods, then don't worry, because you can just use the Bob Talltails DLC to place down these plant pots. Now, you do need to go out with a shovel first and shovel a plant into the plant pot. But when you do, you can place down a plant pot, and then you can use the plant pot to put loads of bushes all the way around this thing, which is what I usually do when I don't have the option of JVH. Now, let's start off on this side over here. Now, I did keep this longhouse very much open plan, and that is by design, because I wanted to make sure I've got enough room for all of my tames in here. Now, obviously, I've only done a small selection of tames, so you can fit a lot more. You could fit an entire wyvern in here, guys. You can fit a lot in here. So we've got our rhinos, our therizinosaur, our mammoth coming down the line. I did a little livestock area in the middle for a bit of decorative fun, which I really like. We got our ovis here, chilling out. And then here is just where we were a minute ago with the bison. They're all just hanging out, having a good time in here, with some additional details from the custom cosmetic skin over there. I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite builds I've done this year for sure, other than the treehouse build. I love the treehouse build so much. Now, as you can see, we can even fit Quetzals up there. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of how big this base is. It's absolutely insane size. So we've also got, similar to the ovis section over there, we've got another little livestock area with our Doedicurus. And if we turn to our left, we're met by the market area. So we've got all these market stalls here. Again, all part of the skin, guys. This is literally just a table, and then I've skinned it. Look at this. So there's the default table variant, and then you've got the skin, the market skin. Look at that. So I did that going all the way along here. I also added like little bits and bobs in the market, like some bread, some tomatoes, some ale. We've got a few little crates of food down here, some fish, and some meat there. All part of the same skin again, or just decal boxes that I placed down and then skinned over the top of them. Okay, let's walk down to the end of the longhouse, and we'll be met by the forge section, the forge and smithing section. Now, over here we got our forges. These are actually skinned. The skin is very similar to the original design. Now, this is the skin for the industrial forge. Look at this. This is an industrial forge, and it's been skinned in the Viking skin, and I absolutely love that. I think that's a great addition. Obviously, with custom cosmetics, the same boundary for the industrial forge still is, so I can't get super close to it. This is as close as I can get to it, but I think that's such a nice skin. Now, down here, I didn't use the skins absolutely everywhere. I did use some mods. So this is the wall and floor decor mod, and that's what I used to get this beautiful rug. And I also used quite a few bits from Castlecraft, that decor mod. So we got some bookshelves down here. This is from Castlecraft, a great mod in my opinion. It all just ties in together really well, like the use of the skins plus some additional mods, and you can make this place look like a proper Viking longhouse build inside. Now this is the smithing table, I believe. Yeah, it's the smithy, and that's just been skinned as well. And these are the vaults. This is what the vaults look like skinned. As you can see, that's a vault. And these lights, for anyone curious, they're from the Klinger's Rustic Build mod. Now, the only reason I'm using them is because it doesn't tank my performance on cinematic mode, so I use those instead of the torches. Okay, well, I think that concludes the downstairs. I can just show you this additional detail here, the barrel with some plants on top. This is just a normal barrel with a JVH bush on top. Of course, you could use the plant pot instead if you'd like. Also up here, this is also wall and floor mod for this trophy mount. Okay, honestly, those are my favorite flags in the game so far. Those flags are awesome. They're literally my favorite. I'm going to use those everywhere. Right, let's head on upstairs then. So this is all symmetrical, so the stairs on that side as well. And this takes you to the eating area where everyone hangs out. The whole tribe hangs out around a grand table to eat. So here's all my tribe mates here. We got all the dodos chilling out, having fun. And as you can see on the table, I've used a lot of the smaller decor items. This is just the Viking structure skin again, used over the top of the small decor boxes. And there's some fun stuff that you can see here. even some plates and some cups. This in the middle here is an industrial cooker that's been skinned. And this is what the grill looks like skinned over here. Pretty cool. I really, really do like the industrial cooker. I think the industrial cooker is the best one. So yeah, this area looking absolutely fabulous. Again, very open plan. Very open plan. This here, funny enough, this is where the industrial forge sticks out. I don't know if I'll be... Yeah, you can see I'm kind of climbing on top of the industrial forge here. So I've just covered it up with the most amount of storage I've ever done in a little single area. These little wine racks, these are from Castle Craft, looking brilliant. So let's head on up to the next level. And again, I use a mixture of shields up here. I've got the Viking skin mod, and then in the middle, that is a wall and floor shield in the middle. So we head on up, and this is the aviary. So this is where we can come in and park all our flyers up. And look how much room we have got. I haven't even filled this area up. Imagine if I didn't put the barrels here as well. You could fill this up to the brim with flyers all the way down the sides. And then you've got, look how much room these Quetzals have back here. They've got plenty of room back here. They're not feeling cramped at all. They're having a good time. We could probably fit a few more in here if we wanted to. So that is looking fantastic, going all the way around. I'll put in a little seating area here. These seats are from the Viking skins, but then we're using a wall and floor mat and a Castle Craft table. All of these mods work really well together, so I do recommend maybe using a few of them together if you're interested in using some mods. Right, so let's head on upstairs. Now this upstairs, I've forgotten which side this is. What side are we on? Okay, so we got a little kind of seating area up here, little reading area. And again, a mixture of mods. We got Castle Craft wall and floor and the Viking custom cosmetic skin. The bed is also custom cosmetic for the bed, which I love. Look at this. It's got like a little wolf decoration for the bedpost, which I really like. And as you can see, guys, as we come back this way, I could have literally filled this Viking longhouse up to the brim, because there's no need to have it this open plan, right? We could have had another floor up there. We could have had this floor extend all the way to the end. We could have done multiple floors coming up here. I reckon we could probably fit about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 or 7 floors could fit in this longhouse. Now, if we go over this side, there should be a set of stairs that takes us up to the other section. So that was one living quarter section, and this is the other right here. So we go up this staircase here, and we go up to the bedroom area, which is looking pretty fancy with all the flags and shields that I've added. That shield has gone behind a pillar. Oopsie daisy, I don't know how that happened. So we've got our lovely fire pit cooking pot in the middle for when we need to cook. We've got a couple little desks here. We've got one there and one over there as well. We've managed to fit a couple of beds in here. We could probably fit a load more beds in here. I just did 2. And I broke up the room a little bit by using some wood, using a wood skin going around the edge, and I used the thatch skin for the middle, which broke up the room really nicely. It's looking decent. You know, I'm not the best interior decorator in the world, but I've done okay. I reckon you guys can do a lot better. So if you guys end up building this, do share some screenshots on my Discord, link in the description below. I always love seeing what you guys end up doing with my builds. So there we go, guys. I guess that concludes today's base tour. I think I've shown you everything. I'm pretty sure I've shown you everything. I think I have. I absolutely love this base. You know what? I love doing really simple bases that look more intricate than they are. That's literally my thing. That's my go-to. I like doing basic shapes and then making it look and feel really intricate. It's almost like tricking the eyes, right? It's tricking the eyes to make it think that this base is harder and more detailed than it actually is. You know, there's not too much going on here. Well, guys, all that's left for me to say then is thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to join the Discord, link in the description below. Let me know if you're a tier 3 member and I'll get you added into the blueprint section. Now, this build here will not become a blueprint immediately. It's absolutely huge. It's not going to fit in the 2000 structure cap. So I'm going to have to work out how to split up this building into multiple parts to even get this to work. But first of all, what my plan is just to get all of my older builds uploaded for everyone, and then I'll move on to some of these ones as we go. Obviously, if it's a new build and it fits in the structure cap for the blueprint, then I'll add it right away for tier 3s. But this one today, yeah, it's going to be a little bit tougher, so I'm going to do another build instead. I upload around 1 to 2 a week, and I do have some freebies on the Discord as well, so if you join the Discord, you'll get access to those as well. Obviously, tutorials are completely free, just like this one, and I've got tons and tons of them on the channel. Now, if you found yourself enjoying today's video, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, comment down below what you want to see me build next, and why not subscribe? It's completely free and helps me out a ton. Now, without further ado, survivors, love you guys to death, and I'll see you in the next video.